Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Peachie P, and you're listening to the Cannabisinfusionz podcast. People, places, products, and the cannabis community. So let's talk, and come smoke with me. Hey, what's up? It's Peachie P again from the Cannabisinfusionz podcast. Thank you guys for joining. I know I've been doing the podcast on Mondays, but you know, it is what it is. All of these holidays have been together, okay? And it's been kind of blowing me a little bit. It hasn't been blowing me, but it's just we actually been having some good holiday days, because think about it. Christmas was on a Sunday, and now New Year's was on a Sunday. And I kind of feel like we haven't had New Year's on a Sunday in a while. I don't know, unless I'm tweaking. I don't know. But anyway, welcome you guys, my new subscribers, my subscribers that's thinking about subscribing, and future subscribers. Hello. How you doing? I'm Peachie P again from the Cannabisinfusionz podcast. Welcome. Y'all get up on in here, okay? Because I got a little tea I got to tell you. But last week has been awesome. Everything's been great. I haven't started filming yet, but I am this week. As you know, I am in Belize. If you guys don't know where that is in Central America, right under Mexico, next to Guatemala and above Honduras. So I am closer to the Earth's equator than a lot of people right now. But it's all good. Everything been great. Been with my family, been kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I've had a mini vacation, but I have been doing some footage, you guys. So I am going to show you some footage. It will be on my YouTube page, my personal YouTube page. I have one, and then it's the Cannabisinfusionz one, but I don't think I'm going to put on the Cannabisinfusionz one, only because that Cannabisinfusionz Instagram needs a lot of work. So I got a lot of things in store for you guys. Happy New Year, first off. It's a new year, new day, fresh stuff, fresh month, everything. So if you feel like you fucked up last month or last year, you got a chance to make it happen. Actually, every day you have a chance to make it happen, but you just gotta make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm actually proud of everybody that's been doing a thing on the radio and everything. Shouts out to all my people and all that. But I kind of want to get into just being able to make these goals. You know what I mean? New Year's goals. You know, everybody talking about it and stuff like that. But I got a fresh perspective on there. And if you guys get a chance, check out Sarah Jake Roberts. Her New Year's thing that she had, not thing, but her New Year sermon that she had. It's called An Invitation to Mastery. And usually, a lot of people be like, well, TD Jakes, you shouldn't listen to him, blah, blah, blah. Well, I use my intuition a lot. And I feel like if I'm guided to listen to something, then, I listen to it. And I feel like you should listen to your intuition all the time, because it's always right. It's really your inner self telling you need to do something that might help you. You know what I'm saying? Or watch out, or be careful. And a lot of people be like, well, sometimes women intuition be bogus because, they be freaking out. And I don't really believe that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I believe that your body gives you signals and warnings on what you need to do. Whether it's to listen to something, whether it's to be cautious of something. So that's neither here nor there. But I will say, though, that what she had a point, because, you know, a lot of people like coming up with New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. And she actually looked up the definition of resolution. And I was kind of blown away because I never really looked up the definition of resolution. But, you know, people be like, well, you know, resolution, you know, it's just basically you go blah, blah, blah. But the way she broke it down, you know what I'm saying? Because a resolution means a firm decision to do or not to do something. And she really touched on like the word firm, because I noticed like even with me, like, and you know, I'm speaking for myself, but you know, I've been seeing like with other people too, like, you know, you make a resolution, right? Make a New Year's resolution, and then by like month 3, you're like not even doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be firm with your decision, and that's the only way you're going to really get your resolution out. Well, that's the only way you're going to really get your goals to where you want them to be. And a lot of people don't really understand that loose resolution. You know, a lot of people like jumping on a bandwagon talking about, yeah, you know, let's do this, let's, you know, but it's like you got to really want to do it first of all. And then you got to realize it's a journey with everything. And I was just listening to that, and that really kind of touched my spirit, because I'm like, dang, you know, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do, you know, especially last year, that I really didn't get to do, but it was a lot of things that I did do. And I'm happy that I did do them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, you know, we all can say that we want something for ourselves, but, you know, do you really want that? Think to yourself. Do you really want the goals that you're setting for yourself? Are you willing to go the distance? Ask yourself that. Are you really willing to go the distance when it comes to your goals? You know, a lot of people be like, yeah, you know, I achieve my goals all the time and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but are those goals that you're achieving really helping you be a better person? Or are you just achieving these goals because you want people to look at you, or you want them to like you on Instagram, social media, stuff like that? Or are you really doing it for yourself? Because it's a different type of flex when you're doing stuff for yourself. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell when somebody really taking care of themselves. For them, you could tell when somebody's in a relationship that they love to be in, or you know what I'm saying? So are we really, think about it, are we really setting these goals for us or for other people? You know, let's take women, for instance. You know, some women, not all women, you know, they get the surgery and everything, and it's not because they really want the surgery, it's because they want people to look at them, or for likes, or, you know, even with music, you know, people be cloud chasing in music too. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, well, I want to do this song because I want to be better than the next person. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to be the best and I want people to look at me and blah, blah, blah. And that's fine and everything, but eventually that gets kind of old, and it gets to a point where you're not fulfilling yourself. And I feel like everybody should do things that fulfill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, starting a fitness journey, but not just fitness. You know, if you start a fitness journey, think about the journey itself. So that means that you got to think a different way, a different perspective. You know, like, okay, well, I'm doing this fitness journey, but now I'm going to take it up a notch. I'm actually going to really start taking care of my body, my energy. You know what I'm saying? Anything that has to do with the body, I'm going to take care of. You know what I mean? So I just want to share that little piece with you guys, you know, because I felt like it was real inspirational. And, you know, we should all be doing things for ourselves. I feel like this year is pretty much self-care year. You know, people are really realizing from last year how people did them dirty, including me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, this year is all about getting back to it, getting back to you. What do you want? What is fulfilling for you and not the next person? What do you feel like you can benefit from you doing something that you actually want to do? You know, a lot of people in relationships they don't want to be in. A lot of people are doing things that they don't want to do, all because they feel like they have to do it. And to be honest, you don't have to do anything. You don't. You know, I mean, of course, you know, in the 3D realm, you know, we got to work, we got to feed our kids, we got to make sure, you know, we got the material things going on. But what about your spirit? What about what's inside of you? What about the burning that's inside of you for you to do something that you've never done before and that you're afraid to do? I want to challenge you guys this year. I want to challenge you guys the way you guys think. And, you know, I want to challenge your mind, your spirit, your goals, what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people have really, including myself, have really been taking on the leadership role or the role of taking care of themselves, you know, in a different light, and families too, especially our black men too. You know, they always are taking on the role of leaderships, not taking time for themselves and things like that. So I feel like that really needs to change. You know, everybody should have their time where they can reflect and, you know, do self-care routines, whatever that is, you know, whether the self-care routine is, you know, going to the bowling alley or taking a bath, you know, and even if you have like new kids, you know what I'm saying? Like when my son was younger, like when he was like an infant newborn or whatever, number one rule, I will always take naps with him because I didn't want to be tired waking up at 2 a.m, you know what I'm saying, with him. When he wakes up and he wants to be fed, you know, always take naps with him. And when I was able to do things for myself, you know, I would do it. Like if my mom would take my baby or whatever, they would go, she would, you know, be with the baby. I'd take that time, you know, to do things that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That was emotionally and physically and mentally, spiritually fulfilling for me, you know, because that's really the only way you're going to be your best self. And I'm going to just keep it real. That is really the only way you're going to be your best self in this life, is if you do things that are filling for you, you know, spiritually and things like that. And I know like sometimes we can put ourselves in situations where, you know, we get drained, you know, mentally and physically, you know, but a lot of people don't talk about that because, you know, sometimes, you know, we get so busy, we don't get a chance to sit down and talk and express ourselves. But you don't always have to talk to somebody to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can always talk to God. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people don't want people all in their business, and I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because people be hating and everything, but whether you do believe in God or not, you know what I'm saying? There is a higher power. There's no doubt about that. There's something bigger than us. So, you know, whether you believe that or not, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to talk to yourself, even if you feel like yourself is a universe. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with, you know, listening to your intuition and talking to yourself about things, and, you know, meditating. Meditation is actually really good, you know, especially if, you know, you don't believe in Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? But it's always good to know yourself, because in different situations you'll be able to act accordingly, you know, because, you know, a lot of people be like, well, you know, Ashley, you changed a lot. Like, you don't be turning up like that no more. Or, you know, You don't really be reacting to a lot of things that you should be reacting to. And I had to learn that too, because I had a reactive spirit. You know what I mean? And, it's not good being like over emotional and reactive, but you also have to learn that. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn what triggers you so you can fix it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that really helped, you guys with just when you're making your New Year's resolutions and stuff, you think about what it all entails when you're making your New Year's resolution. You know what I'm saying? What the journey might be like, what obstacles that you might have to be able to overcome. So, I just wanted to spread that little word with you because, I always want to encourage you guys and, make sure that you guys are going on the right path, because it's a lot of people that's going on the wrong path. And at the same time, you can get blessed going on the wrong path, but you got to remember all of the things that you've done to other people or all of the things that you haven't fixed will come back full circle. So, so I want to let you guys know that I'm really having a good time in Belize, and it's really awesome. And I didn't want to talk too much about it, but I do want to talk a little bit about it. So they have a lot of great restaurants here, like in San Pedro. Like San Pedro is my place. It's one of the keys that are off the coast of Belize, because Belize is actually off the coast of Caribbean Sea. I think I said that in my last podcast, but I'm letting you guys know that these keys are really like unique. Each one, Key Cocker, San Pedro. It's one more other key. I can't remember the name of it, but those are the two main ones, and they're pretty awesome. A lot of things has changed here too, as far as like the places, like, because I used to come here every year when I was younger, when I was little. So I've seen Belize before they built all of these buildings, these condos, these expensive ass hotels, 5,000 plus a night. Like, so when I come down here, it's still exciting, but it's just like, I'm not as excited as somebody coming here for the first time, because I've seen the growth and the evolvement of Belize. You know what I'm saying? And it's still evolving. There's still opportunities out here. There's still great opportunities to make money. They're still building. So it's pretty awesome. And they have the national beer of Belize. It's called Belican Beer. But they also have these other sub companies too. And I'm not a big beer drinker, but I actually like this beer that they have. It's called 501 beer. And I like a Belican too. Belican gets me lit, but I actually like the 501 lager beer. It's pretty awesome. It's 4.9 ABV, and it's really, really good to me. Like, to me, beer kind of tastes like, all beers to me kind of taste like Heineken or Coronas. Well, Corona's different, but this one tastes like Corona and something else. Like a hint, I don't know, like a hint of weed or something. I don't know. It's just awesome. And I really like 501 beer. It's pretty awesome. Like, they have other ones, like my auntie like the new, it's called Mind Beer. And they have a stout version and a regular. She says she don't like the regular because it tastes like pee. And I'm like, what? I'm like, And I don't want to tell y'all what she told me, because my auntie is so lit. Like, she said, I'm like, how you know what pee tastes like, auntie? She was like, well, when you giving head, you know what I'm saying? After they pee, I'm like, auntie, they supposed to wash that off. What the fuck? But I love my auntie. She's so wild and crazy, and I love her style and everything. But I've tasted mine beer, and I don't really like it too much because it tastes, I don't know, it just tastes different. But the 501 definitely tastes like a lime Corona, but with a hint of weed in it or something. I don't know. But I know I just took a swig of it. I haven't smoked during the podcast. Now, I did take a gummy from the place I was telling you guys about in the previous podcast about the smoke shop in Matson at my crib. I need to find the name of that smoke shop so I could tell y'all. But it's right by Pete's. If you just look up Pizza Matson, go there and you'll see when you go in right on the left, they have, I think it's a Shark's there or something like that. A chicken place, pizza place too. It might be a Pizza Hut or something like that. Little Caesars or something. But it's right in that little strip mall area and not on the side where the beauty supply is, because that's the same parking lot as the Pete's is, but it's on the other side. When you first come in. And lady's really nice. Shouts out to Mateo's Pot again. She does a lot of events. You have to sign up to be a member because it's a private location. Of course, you know, in Chicago, they don't let you be great. They don't never let people be great or make more money than them. So just make sure y'all sign up. Go on mateospot.com, MATEOSPOT.com. I'm gonna make sure I put in the description this time, so I keep forgetting y'all. But let me know in the comments if you guys ever go on our website. She makes awesome infused foods. She has awesome infused parties and stuff. And I know every Tuesday she has the Taco Tuesdays, infused tacos and stuff like that. So, and she just moved her recent place that she did have. I think it was in not Matson, but it was further up. Park Forest, I believe, but she moved her location. It's a different location now. So you guys definitely check her out. If you are from Chicago, you want to go check out some events and don't have to worry about getting raided or anything, because that happens a lot in Chicago because people be running their mouth. But even though, you know, weed is illegal, you know what I'm saying? It's still illegal to sell unless you have a license. And I believe Mateo is licensed. So, but it's still good to keep that confidentiality, you know, especially when you're in a city that is hating on you. So it's, you know what? I've never been to any other city where they was hating like Chicago. Like, it's ridiculous, but you know, there's ways to get around that, and there are plenty of good people in Chicago and south suburbs, north suburbs as well. So you guys definitely check that out. And I'm not gonna talk your ear off like I usually do. But you guys think about those goals that you want to set. Get the vision boards done. I'm definitely, when I get back to home, I am definitely going to do my vision board when I get home. It's okay to do a vision board, you guys, to actually look at your goals, look at where you want to go, look at where you want to be, and be able to set them and be better people and be fulfilled. Fulfillment is the thing, you guys, okay? Fulfillment is this year's goal. Whatever you got to do. You know, you might break some hearts, you might make some people mad, but at the end of the day, you have to be fulfilled to be the best you. And in order to do that, you have to be able and willing to fulfill yourself, and to be able to have that confidence and not, you know, be afraid to do that. You know, not be afraid to say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't be in this relationship. Or, hey, I'm sorry, I can't do this no more. Or, you know what? I just can't do whatever I'm doing. I need to change this job. I need to change my lifestyle. Whatever you got to do, you guys, I'm rooting on you, okay? Let me know in the comments what your New Year's goals are, and what do you think the journey entails and how you think you're going to get over this journey? How you going to get over the humps, the ups and downs? But at the end goal, by next year this time, we should be talking about how we've accomplished a lot. Okay? So I love your faces. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast. You guys are awesome. Shouts out to everybody that's been listening, different countries. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Make sure you guys check out the website, cannabisinfusionz.com. I'm definitely updating the website when I get home. I might start on it this week. There's some new things coming for you guys. More strains, more me actually trying strains. I got my whole setup now, so I'll be able to do more content for you guys, so you guys can try more strains and everything. Also, more music, new artists. Only have 3 music video shows left, so I'm so excited about it. It's going to be a full project, so I'm definitely excited about that, you guys, and I'm so happy that you guys are supporting everything that's happening. And I just want to say Happy New Year again, and make sure that you guys do your thing this year, and you guys love yourselves. Don't forget, self-care is the first thing that you got to do. If it don't feel right, then it ain't right, and trust yourself. So I'll see you guys on the next podcast. Sunday, definitely. It's not a holiday, but dedicate myself to you guys. And you guys stay strong, stay loving, and just be positive, and let's change the world together. Love you guys, and see you next week. Thanks for listening to the Cannabis Infusionz podcast. For more information on this podcast and how to listen and watch, go to www.cannabisinfusionz.com. People, places, products, and the cannabis community. Come smoke with me.